He holds an MBA from Oxford University and is running for Congress in New Jersey's 2nd District. So please welcome Baly Winder.
Thank you so much, Alice, and thank you all for being here. It's fantastic to be with you and appreciate your listening. I'm Baly Winder. I'm a 4th generation New Jerseyan, and my career is in public service, as Alice mentioned. I grew up in a family where I learned about the importance of working in government, of standing up when you see something wrong and fighting. And with all that in mind, after college, I joined the State Department, where I took my first oath to the Constitution. I worked on Middle East policy during the Obama and Trump administrations, and I saw how dedicated government servants get things done to make our country better. After my time at the State Department, I joined the FBI. I was in the J. Edgar Hoover building with special agents, big change into law enforcement. And when I was there, I was working on the relationship between government and the business world. And most recently, I was at USAID. I was working in the office of Samantha Power in the USAID headquarters. And when USAID got put by a wood chipper by a South African billionaire with no right to mess with the American government, when this country tore down a key pillar of foreign policy that is going to result in people dying around the world and playing into the interests of China and Russia, I said to myself, this is not a moment to stand on the sidelines. This is not a moment to retreat. This is a moment where our Constitution is being tested and our system is being pushed to an extreme. And with all that in mind, I came back home to New Jersey because we deserve better in Congress than what we have right now.
Yeah.
We have 3 branches of government for a reason. We have checks and balances for a reason. And they're meant to be co-equal. I don't know about you all, I don't have much faith in the Supreme Court right now. Raise your hand if you do. So what we need is Congress to do its job. Jeff Van Drew is really an extension of the executive branch. Why are you in Congress if your undying loyalty is to the President of the United States? I don't care if it's a Democrat or Republican, that is never acceptable. And what I know is that I've spoken with people across South Jersey, across our community, who are being hurt in real ways by the chaos and the unhinged policies that we're seeing today. Why do we have a politics that works for billionaires but not working families? Why do we have a politics that's cutting down Medicaid, that's hanging veterans out to dry by gutting the VA? Why do we have Jeff Van Drew too afraid to even hold a town hall when he has plenty of time to make it to fundraisers and walk around in a 3-piece suit like some villain from a cartoon movie representing billionaires? Why is that our representation? So I'm here to say that we need accountability in politics, and we need people in Congress who understand their job. If I'm fortunate enough to be elected to represent you, I pledge I will only ever represent the Constitution and my constituents because that's the assignment of being in Congress. And I will say to you this, what we're seeing right now in so many ways, it goes beyond just left or right. It's plain un-American. Federal troops being turned onto Americans in our cities is so dangerous and reckless. Masked agents kidnapping people when they're just trying to make a living and show up for their community. Funding being cut for cancer and Alzheimer's research, while ICE's budget is now bigger than most militaries in the entire world. These priorities are not the American priorities. And we need to get back on track, and it starts with the 2026 midterms and having a Congress that does its job. So, I'm here to fight for you, and I'm here to say that as Democrats, we cannot show up to a gunfight with a water pistol. We need to learn from the past few cycles, and we need to adapt, and we need to demonstrate that we are here to do what it takes. And I'll be damned if the Republicans cheat their way out of a fair 2026 election with redistricting, with mail-in voting being, removed from the equation. This is a fight that we cannot be shy and cautious about. Procedure and process matter, but right now they matter less because of who we're fighting against. People that are trying to rig our system against the American people. And I'm not just here to offer commentary on what's going poorly right now, because you all know that, you see it in the news every day. I'm here to offer solutions. In Congress, I will push to bring the power of tariffs back to where it belongs in Congress so costs continue to not go up and skyrocket. I will push to reinstate Medicaid and SNAP to their fully funded nature, and I will push to tax corporations and billionaires the way they deserve to be taxed. They don't deserve the tax breaks. They're the last ones that deserve the tax breaks. And we need government that's ethical and not corrupt. We need members of Congress to not be trading stocks. We need Supreme Court justices that have an ethical set of requirements.
Yeah, right.
We need a system of government servants that understand they're here to make lives better for the American people, not to enrich themselves and promote self-interest. So, I appreciate your time. I'd love to talk with you. I'm asking humbly for your support, and I believe that Van Drew, his time is up, and let's show him what South Jersey is really about. Thank you so much.